Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Joanne. Today we are crocheting a top. This is a simple top to make and it works so fast. It took me 3 hours to make this, so it's a perfect gift for Christmas because you can make a couple of this top. So you can put it on as a plain top, or you can layer it up with a shirt inside, and it's pretty warm due to the pattern that we've used, and the pattern looks like a knitted pattern. Don't be intimidated with it. So yeah, and the tutorial is quite short, so you can watch it until the end. And also remember to follow me on social media. My brand is called Bayoko, so that you can see more of my work, and also leave a comment down below. Let me know if you loved this design, subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So for the material, I'm using 100% acrylic yarn, but if you have cotton yarn, the better. So this yarn is a lightweight yarn, but I'm going to double my strand so that I can achieve a medium weight yarn. So with the medium weight yarn, I'm going to use 5mm crochet hook, but you can use any other yarn of your choice, but make sure you match your yarn with the correct hook size. So yeah, this pattern requires you use a slightly bigger hook. You also need scissors to cut off your ends. Most importantly, you need tape measure for sizing, and a tapestry needle to weave in your end. To begin, make a slip knot. Always leave a long tail, and then you're going to make a number of chain stitches depending on your starting height. So remember, you must get your starting height right, because there's no increase of height in this top. I have 50 chain stitches and it's 12 inches, but I know it's going to shrink after making a few more rows to maybe up to 11 inch, so put that into consideration. To begin, on row 1 you're going to skip 2 stitches from the hook, 1, 2, and into the third one make half double crochet, and then in the next stitch make a slip stitch. Make sure your slip stitch is not tight, and then the next stitch is half double crochet. The next stitch, slip stitch, make sure it's not tight. The next stitch, half double crochet. So continue alternating half double crochet with slip stitch, and then I'm going to meet you at the end of the row. So I'm at the end of the row, and I'm going to make my final slip stitch. So it doesn't matter, you can end your row either with a slip stitch or half double crochet, it doesn't matter. And so this is how the first row looks like. To begin, on the second row, chain 1, turn your work. The chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch, so now we're going to alternate these stitches. So if you ended your work with half double crochet, you're going to start with slip stitch, but I ended my work with a slip stitch, so it's going to be a half double crochet for me. So you are alternating. Where you have your half double crochet, it's a slip stitch. Where you have a slip stitch, we are supposed to make a half double crochet. So this is a half double crochet for me. Now it's a slip stitch for me, and then where I have slip stitch, it's half double crochet. So keep alternating and repeat the pattern until the end of the row. I'm at the end of the row, and I will end my work with a slip stitch because this is a half double crochet. This is the end of row 2. So let's repeat this one more time. To begin on the next row, chain 1, turn your work around. So I ended my work with a slip stitch, so I'm supposed to begin my row with a half double crochet, and then where I have the half double crochet, it's a slip stitch. So this pattern is quite easy. You're going to repeat this over and over again until you have your size that covers your fuller bust. So keep on alternating this, and I'm going to meet you once I have my desired size. And this pattern is quite stretchy as well, so you can as well stretch your work to check whether you have the circumference of your bust that you need. So yeah, at this point you can see the scrunch forming, but after making a few more rows it's going to be more defined. So now I have my desired size, and this is how the pattern looks like. It looks more knitted. What do you think about it? And at this point, and it's so stretchy. So at this point I have the circumference of my fuller bust, but my fuller bust is 33 inches and I have 31 inches. So yeah, the reason why I'm doing that, it's because of the extra 2 stitches remaining is going to accommodate the loops that we're going to create on these edges. So to create the loops, chain 1, turn. So depending on your first stitch, so as for me, slip stitch, so I'm going to start by making a half double crochet like that, and then to make the loops, chain 3, skip 3 stitches, 1 2 3, actually 2, 1 2, in the third one make a single crochet, and then make single crochet 3 more times for a total of 4, 2 3 and 4, chain 3 again, skip 2 stitches, in the third one single crochet 4 times, 1 2 3 and 4. Repeat this until the end of the row. So I have completed my row. To begin on the next row, we are going to bind these loops. So chain 1 and turn. So in the loop, you're going to make 3 single crochets now. 1 2 3, and then these were 4 half double crochet. You're still going to make single crochets now to bind it, 3 and 4, inside the space 3 single crochet, and then 4 half double crochet. Repeat this until the end of the row. When you get to the end of the row, you're going to make a very long string that you're going to tie through your back in crisscross. So that's why you need to make it quite long enough. And then when you're done, you're going to attach your yarn on the other side and repeat the same thing. Make sure your work is make sure when you're done both sides are looking the same, so that you don't end up having one side as a wrong side, the other side as a right side. So yeah, be keen on that. So I have made both sides, and make sure the number of the loops on both sides are equal. So now let's fix the straps. So mark your middle point, make sure the number of stitches on both sides are equal. So once you have your middle point, you are going to mark where your first strap is going to be. So attach your strap by making a slip knot, and then pull it over and make your first single crochet. You can cross over perhaps in the next line and make a single crochet also to secure it well. So make a number of chain stitches. So the straps, you're going to tie them on your shoulder, but you can play around with how you want your straps to be. So I have enough length for me, so cross over onto the back part and also attach another strap, since I'm going to tie them on the shoulder. So this top is finally done, and I have fixed the straps and made crisscross to tie on the back, and this is how the straps look like. They're being tied on the shoulder, so one at the back and one at the front part. So the final thing to do is to weave in your ends, and this is the most important part as well. So many people take this for granted. After doing all this work, you don't pay attention to weaving in. So this is how I weave in my ends. So make sure like the needle is not seen on both sides, like it's just in between, and then repeat this several times. So I'm just going to go back in the opposite direction again, just in between, like that, and then the final one like that. So this is well secured, it's not going to come off. And then take your scissor and cut it off. Be careful you don't end up cutting your work. And that's it. So if you loved the video, kindly give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to meet you in my next video. Until next time, goodbye.